For 8 years, a peculiar routine had settled into the lives of the Robertson family. Each morning, a determined squirrel would arrive at their kitchen window, tapping a tiny paw against the glass. At first, the Robertsons were baffled by the persistent visitor. They couldn't fathom what the squirrel might want. The youngest daughter, Lily, found herself fascinated by this daily occurrence. She would eagerly watch as the squirrel tapped away, trying to make sense of the strange connection between the furry creature and her family. Over time, the squirrel's visits had become a cherished part of their lives, a mystery they couldn't quite solve. John loved to recount stories from his past, and this time, one particular tale emerged from the depths of his memory. As they gathered around the kitchen table, John began, "Kids, let me tell you a story I'd nearly forgotten. Many years ago, I found a tiny, injured squirrel in our backyard. Its leg was hurt, and it was in dire need of help, so I decided to nurse it back to health and set it free once it was ready." The realization struck the family like a bolt of lightning. They exchanged wide-eyed glances and turned to the window where the squirrel was once again tapping. "It couldn't be," Lily whispered, tears of excitement glistening in her eyes. Harrison got up from the table and went to the window, observing the squirrel more closely. He couldn't believe his eyes, but deep down, he felt a strange connection between himself and the furry little visitor. Harrison opened the window, allowing the squirrel to enter. As soon as the squirrel hopped inside, it scampered onto Harrison's shoulder and began to nuzzle him as if recognizing an old friend. The family watched in astonishment as Harrison gently stroked the squirrel's back. It was then that they knew, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this squirrel was the same one their father had rescued all those years ago. The squirrel had returned, not seeking food or shelter, but to convey its gratitude. It was as if the little creature had remembered the kindness bestowed upon it and had come back to show its appreciation. As the weeks went by, it became evident that the squirrel was not alone. She was pregnant, and soon her offspring were born in a cozy nest the Robertsons had prepared for her. The Squirrel family, as they had come to be known, had found a permanent place in the Robertson household, and they couldn't be happier.